first to admit it here on the channel. I was wrong. It's official now. Halo Infinite is not going to be released in spring 2021. Now, before those of you who sided with me, try to understand that this in general is not a bad thing. In fact, it is arguably better off this way. Let me give you an example, okay? So the game's releasing this fall as of right now, this coming fall 2021. Well, for example, let's say you're looking to have a sneaky link with some girls you know. Luckily for you, you got two options. The first one is that you can settle for a 7 right now. Right here, right now, it's okay. It's not great. She or he is not, an absolute amazing to look at, really. Or you could wait another year around this same time and have the girl or guy that you have desired all your life. And the same, like I said, could be it could be said for those who enjoy men, of course. No discrimination here. But let's think though. Isn't it smarter to take the choice of the absolute dime piece of a man or woman a year from now? Sure, you could get something a little better than average, but why would you settle? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just explained the Halo Infinite release date to you in a nutshell because I know some people are very disappointed it's not coming out in spring. But let me ask you this, why would you want a game that might not even be completed entirely by spring and not take the completed version, which would only be like 5-6 months longer to complete? I also want to point out that 343 has in fact been listening to a lot of our requests and complaints. They are adding additions to the game that we have been asking about for a while now. Our armor changes as the game goes on, the lighting and graphical issues at the E3 showcase, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It took us trial and error to get to this point we wanted with Halo. I think it's finally coming true. We're finally getting what we want. I think for the first time in the franchise, we are getting exactly what we asked for, at least in the broad, perspective. Not everything is in there that every Halo fan wants, of course. Another reason that this release in fall is good is because we're actually going to get some flighting for this game. And I wouldn't put a beta out of the realm of possibilities right now. Especially from the leaks we've seen recently about Infinite being, so-called done for the most part. These leaks could easily be talking about the beta rather than a full-on release. I personally want nothing more than to be able to play a beta version of this game, especially early. So, officially, as of right now, we are less than a year away from launch. And I'm going to tell you guys, the hype is real now more than ever. With all the controversy over Halo Infinite since the E3 reveal, it's probably been arguably the most talked about Halo game in the franchise, to be honest with you. Now that doesn't mean that everything everyone was saying was nice, myself included, but it did open a window of opportunity for 343 to show us what they are made of and listen to what we want collectively as a community. Now, don't quote me, but I believe Halo was trending on social media when it announced at E3. Sure, it left room for things to be desired by fans. Most of the hate came from the form of the graphics. It was a step up from Halo 5's cartoon plastic-like graphics, yet it wasn't up to next-gen standard by any means, at least in my opinion. It's unfortunately fortunate for us that they delayed the game. The pieces are coming together now, though. The mold that holds a Halo game and the community together is forming. A lot more things are possible now. Not only could we get a beta, we could also receive some more marketing strategies employed at E3 next year, and Halo could, and just might easily steal the spotlight. If I'm speaking my opinion freely, I feel that 343 could easily make this E3 reveal the biggest and absolute most hyped one yet. This could make Halo bigger and better. It could attract more fans, create a standard for what games should look like and feel like, and it could drive the gaming market like it did those years in the late 20s going into the early 2010s. And the best part is that 343 doesn't even have to be perfect to do this. I'd be willing to argue with you that if they come out with a solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10 display, they'd still have the ability to take the spotlight. I have seen nothing but positive reactions, excluding armor coatings, of course, since they posted their recent Infinite update on Waypoint. Halo has once again regathered a hype train, and it is going full throttle into the old buttocks that it used to impel all those years ago, and that would be the gaming scene. Halo is coming back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited. I can't contain myself, as you can tell. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Sorry it wasn't a real long of a video, but the regular upload schedule is returning, and we have a ton of videos coming out here real soon. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.